Hi everyone, Terry here now, and hello to Generate, and hello to Nicola, and hello to Surviving Through Story. Now, welcome back to my channel here on YouTube. Now, as you all know, COVID-19 has been a little too harsh on us. Well, yes, I felt upset, frustrated, and lonely, but I'm getting through slowly. So, on a positive note, I get to take you back through the times before the lockdown even happened. So, I'm going to show you three iconic videos, well, a couple of videos of steam engines leaving stations for their destinations, and then that's the life before lockdown, the life during lockdown. I've been doing some pretty busy work to keep myself busy, even though despite helping around the house, doing the washing up, taking the dog for a walk, doing the shopping, and so on. But to keep my channel up to date, I simply do YouTube videos. I still can do those with vlogging and train simulations. Yes, Train Simulator, the game, which is fantastic. I've done so much. So let's take a look at the videos, shall we? And I'll talk you through it a little bit as well. As you can see, I filmed three iconic steam engines before the lockdown even happened, and I enjoyed myself filming them, such as the classic steam engines like Clan Line, the Black 5 and Union of South Africa. Now, to be honest, I was hoping it to be a good 2020, but I was wrong. We all thought that the coronavirus wouldn't affect England at all. Well, the UK, in that matter, but unfortunately it did. We were too late going into lockdown. I mean, last of the steam engines ran before the lockdown even happened. I was upset, frustrated, and lonely. But not to worry. As soon as all this is over, we can see iconic steam engines run again. So here are the three video clips for you lot at Generate and Nicola as these engines depart stations for their appropriate destinations. The first of which is the Black 5 leaving Clapham Junction Station for Bath Spa. Enjoy! iconic, aren't they? So that was life before lockdown. Now, during lockdown, this is going to be very different. And as you saw on that video clip, the last video clip I did was when I did film the St. Valentine Pullman. It was on Valentine's Day, or probably I'm not too sure. Is it day? Was on Valentine's Day before the lockdown happened in March. Now, the person who arranged that was John Farrow, a UK Rail Tours chairman, sadly passed away of COVID-19 due to that, which is sad because COVID-19 has taken a lot of lives, including the ones that we knew from our industry, from our steam rail industry. Now, John Farrow was a man who did arrange rail tours for Clan Line and Tornado, and mostly other steam engines, as well as diesel locomotives and electric locomotives, like the Class 66 and the electric engines as well. So for life during lockdown, I'll talk you through that as well as we go along with these video clips that you're about to see, and I'll narrate a little bit as well. So enjoy. As you can see, this is what I was doing during the lockdown, driving steam engines on Train Simulator. And it's really fun to do, and getting all types of add-ons and so forth with steam locomotives, celebrity engines such as Flying Scotsman, Oliver Cromwell, Britannia, Sir Nigel Gresley, and all types of engines. So as you can see here, I'm driving number 70,000 Britannia on an Easter egg special that I did during the Easter holidays when the lockdown was happening, and I pretty much enjoyed doing it, and it made me feel happy doing this. So if I get frustrated, upset or lonely, this is what I do, and to calm myself down I just grab an engine or any type of train and just drive, or put it on a train and drive along. As you can see here, what we're doing now is leaving Bristol Temple Mead Station, bound for Exeter, bound for Exeter St David's or Taunton. But in this one, we're not doing the narration during that. We're just going to do half of it, and then another half is going to be another video clip that I recently did for VE Day. And during the lockdown, it was okay for me. So even though we can't run our steam engines today, since there are now changes like stay alert, control the virus, save lives and so on, and now workers are encouraged to go back to work using transport, but encouraged not to use public transport for health and safety reasons. But honestly, I think the government was too slow, but I'm not saying they are, but I mean, I think they were, because I'm entitled to my own opinions. I think we were too slow going into lockdown, we were, because one thing's for certain, we weren't told about this in the first place. We should have been told, and we should have locked down immediately. But obviously not. Now that we're in this type of situation, we can't see our family members, like such as my family members in Eastbourne. I still live with me family here in London. Luckily, I was here during Mother's Day with me mum, celebrating it together. I was lucky. I was one of the lucky ones. Those I felt others I feel sorry for. But now that some social distancing measures are eased, so that we can have 5 people in a group, and providing we're 2 meters apart, social distancing is still in place a little bit. and the police are not enforcing social distancing, they're encouraged to, and encourage people to go home, as part of the procedure is stay at home if you can, as much as possible, which is what I am doing. Sometimes I would go out shopping, sometimes I only do just that. But since now some TfL workers are in danger, I decided to walk. Well, crazy that may sound, but I don't live too far from my local supermarket, which is Asda. But sometimes I would have to take the bus to go to Iceland's at Clapham Common, which I have to go up there when we need to get something from them. Which I don't mind. And as you can see, I'm driving Britannia along the Bristol to Exeter main line. And basically, the name train you can see on the front of Britannia is the Cathedrals Express. Now that is a real life train that is run by Steam Dreams. It was a 1950s train that originally ran from Paddington to Worcester, but now it's been turned into a tourist train, which is which is amazing. And I knew a couple of people in Steam Dreams, I'm good friends with them. And I'd like to give a shout out to Surviving Through Story. Now, I had a phone call from Generate. Now, I remember doing a Zoom group with Generate, and Dr. Nicola, came to talk to us. And I did a video of how I felt during lockdown. As I said, I felt upset and lonely and frustrated. I couldn't see my friends anymore, couldn't do my train spotting anymore, couldn't see steam engines anymore. Which was a good video to do. It's on the Facebook page, which I'll leave a link in the description below. And you can tell them, because I know a few people with learning disabilities and all and so forth, because I knew a few enthusiasts with learning disabilities, like my friend Joseph Callaghan and David Griffin. I have a lot of friends who are enthusiasts who go out to see steam engines with me, and plus I volunteer for a steam engine called Clan Line number 35028, a Merchant Navy class locomotive that hauls the Belmont British Pullman, which I am lucky to volunteer for. I am lucky to volunteer for an engine like that. I help clean the locomotive and support coach called Mercator. As you can see, a carriage, a Mark II carriage behind Clan Line called Mercator, in Pullman style livery, to represent the British Pullman train that we pull now and then and do rail tours. Sometimes we do Pullman trains, sometimes we do rail tours for enthusiast specials, hosted by UK Rail Tours, not Steam Dreams or West Coast, because the drivers there are different driving companies like West Coast Railways, Vintage Trains, DB Cargo, and Locomotive Services Limited, and Safos Trains. LSL Locomotive Services Limited work with Safos Trains, and sometimes they do work with DB Cargo throughout the time when they need to haul special trains for Pathfinder tours. We work with them as well, with Clan Line hauling most enthusiast trains for Pathfinder tours whenever we can get much work as possible. We did have a few tours scheduled this year in July in the summer, but unfortunately we can't do those now due to the coronavirus. And as I said, the coronavirus is taking a huge toll on our steam network, and our mainline engines can't run anymore until this is dealt with. I mean, public health is important, as we all know. It is important to keep people healthy and well if we're going to work more trains again and get back on our feet. Then we should do as the government says. It's the only way. I mean, I don't I don't mind really. I can keep doing this for all I care. I'll just keep doing this. So nothing gets me down. Sometimes I like to watch a bit of WWE. I love wrestling. I love the wrestling as a sport. And I heard that one of my favourite wrestlers, female wrestlers, Becky Lynch, is going to have a baby, which is fantastic. Even though she didn't wrestle while she was pregnant, otherwise it wouldn't look too nice for the baby, would it? No. So she's my favourite, and Seth Rollins, he's a good wrestler as well. I love all WWE superstars, such as the classic Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And to be honest, I like to be on Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast. I like to do a podcast with him so I could explain how things are here in the UK, how are things here, and so on. And as you see, we're picking up speed with Britannia here along the famous line, along the line, and getting up to 75 miles an hour, which I was doing with Britannia, which is the maximum speed that these engines can do, 75 miles an hour. Some engines can do 60 miles an hour due to their wheelbase and hammer blows. And I'm okay with the lockdown. I'm okay with it now. I used to be upset and frustrated, but now I come to think about it, it's already sunk into my mind. And as you see here, well, this is what I did during those times, and I did something for the NHS, whistle salutes, Pullman specials, you name it. I've done the lot. And I know my channel's going to get a lot of views and probably a lot more subscribers, but that's what I love. I'm not impatient about subscribers. I'm not going to get impatient. I just play the waiting game, and it does work. The waiting game, it really does work. It does really work. So on Train Simulator, I drive on many routes, fictional routes that are already made. I just like to look at people's work. It's a work of art when it comes to building train routes and much more. And so I just carry on doing my shopping for my family, and doing more and more trains, more Train Simulator stuff. And plus I'm trying to do some work of art myself, which is like repainting carriages. Locomotives I'm not gonna get used to doing because I mess up sometimes and make mistakes. So coaches are the first easy things I can do at the moment until I get more better repainting engines. I could swap textures. I'm good at doing that, so that's what good thing about this lockdown is. I get to do more and more Train Simulator work, and that's what I'm doing for rail industries and entertainment industries as well. And I'd like to give a big shout out to the Bluebell Railway that are raising money to keep their line's future intact. They're hoping to raise £300,000 for the line. If any of my subscribers are watching this, please feel free to go to their website and see if you can donate some money for them. The Bluebell Railway really does need £300,000. They really want to reach that goal, and hopefully when the full social distancing lifts, we can all go back to preserved railways and run our steam engines once again. And we can forget about the coronavirus. Just forget about it. I mean, we can and we can't, really. So that's what I know anyway. So I hope you'll enjoy the rest of this video. The next narration you'll hear is when I commentate on the next sequence. So enjoy the rest of your journey with Britannia, and look out for the next clip in a few minutes or so. Now here is another clip that I did, and that is with A4 Pacific, one of Mallard's sister locomotives, number 6007, Sir Nigel Gresley, running a Victory Works in, not a Victory Works, sorry, a Victory in Europe special, the VE special, to mark the end of the 75th anniversary of the end of the Second World War. And it was a good run. And an A4 Pacific is much worthy to take because they run fast, is what they're designed for, running faster speeds, up to 75 miles an hour as our steam engines, well, most of our steam engines are clear to run at that speed. And despite Tornado doing 90 miles an hour, I think 75 is a good speed to do, no matter what. But I'm glad I did this, and I hope you're enjoying the speed of Sir Nigel Gresley as well. Doing the firing, putting water into the boiler as you can see here, and going on the old Great Western Main Line, which is fantastic. An amazing thing that I do during the lockdown as everything changed. I had to do something to commemorate events, and also I did whistle salutes for the NHS every Thursday week, but mostly not every Thursday week. I did something special for the NHS. Feel free to look back through them on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Feel free to look back on them. In the next clip, you're going to see an engine, without me commentating, rushing by a station on a fictional route. That's what it is with Train Simulator. You get to build your own route. Or fictional, use your own imagination how you want your own railway to be looked at. So, yeah, and something special is going to be happening soon as well, that I'm going to unleash onto Train Simulator that has never been tried before, with brand new coaches. As you see on Sir Nigel Gresley so far, I got new coaches from Armstrong Powerhouse, and I'm making good use of them. So in the next sequence, as this video clip comes to an end, is another engine rushing through a station with a train and a set of Pullman coaches. So enjoy the rest of this video clip, and you'll look forward to seeing the next one. Well, that was something special, wasn't it? Seeing a train whoosh through like that. Yes, that is something that I'm experimenting on to create a very special train. That is from the Harry Potter movie. Well, as you all know, the Hogwarts Express. And that special train is going to happen on Train Simulator very soon. So hope you're all staying safe. Remember, stay alert, control the virus, save lives. And thank you very much for watching, and I'd like to thank Surviving Through Story for hopefully you'll be able to watch this as soon as it comes out on YouTube. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and look out for more videos. Bye for now.